Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world, LFC fans. This is a post-match review of the victory at Anfield 2-1 against Wolverhampton Wanderers. So important game. It's so important to keep us 7 points ahead of Arsenal, give a bit of breathing space, and obviously then looking forward to the game today, which is Wednesday against Aston Villa at their ground. So let's chop up what happened. With Arsenal clearly picking up form and getting a good result, 2-0, I actually thought Leicester were going to pull it off. I really thought Leicester would pull off the result. How deep they went into the game. I didn't expect Leicester to get a result initially. But as the game went on, I thought, okay, there's opportunity, potential here. Arsenal step up, but, fair enough. Moreno stepped in, and well done to Arsenal, and they're keeping it going. I think we can look at it now realistically to say the league title is a two-horse race now. It's a two-horse race, definitely between Liverpool and Arsenal. I can't see the wheels falling off both teams here for it to then be someone else coming in from third, fourth. I can't see it. But clearly for us, for Liverpool, it was an important game with the result against Everton and how that went about, the emotional factor to it, the last second goal, controversial as it was, the red cards, etc., etc. And obviously the last game for Everton. So really, it was a chance for us to just sort of say, calm down, we're back. We're still there. It was a difficult game against Everton, who have been doing well. Everton has got a win against Crystal Palace. So David Moyes is doing what David Moyes does, and he's getting results. So I think we can look back against this game and think to yourself, that was a fair point. However, we could have got a win, and the referee was not very helpful, and we know why, and that's for another day. But look, Wolverhampton Wanderers, the team I would have expected generally started. I kind of expected Robbo to be there. Allison obviously is course. Robbo is a growing concern. I'll talk more about it in a minute. Obviously Virgil, then obviously Canate, and I would have expected Trent. I did expect the Trent. Bradley, I would have probably have played first, starting, because I think Trent needs more time to sort of recover and get himself back. Yeah, Trent would have needed more time, I think, to just rest and sort of get himself fit, because obviously muscle injuries are a difficult one. We've seen that with Gomez. So even on the back of Slot's press conference, Gomez potentially will be out for a long time and potentially may need surgery. So disappointing for the lad. He just doesn't seem to ever get a break, but we know his injury record is an injury record. So Gravenberch, obviously, yes. Sabozalai, yes. McAllister, yes. Would have expected that. And would have expected Salah, of course, and Díaz and Gakpo. I kind of did want Núñez to play. I feel Núñez at the moment looks like a player who I think he's just mentally, he's nearly clocked out. He's a trier, but it just feels like it's got onto him. It's got to him. Everything's going to him. The criticism, not starting, etc., etc. Performance-wise, it's just got to him. But hey, look, I felt in the game, we generally, first half, we were in control. We controlled possession. But you could see with the players that they've acquired in terms of Wolves, they have something about them, especially in midfield. I like the way they play. I like Acuna in midfield. I like Andre, who, once upon a time we were talking about Liverpool getting him. Gomez, there's players in there who are very technical, and I kind of could see that in the game that you had to keep an eye on them because Wolves were a potential danger, um, and we needed to get that goal. So look, Diaz has not been performing recently very well. However, Diaz, one thing does give you is a lot of energy, a lot of commitment, and although he's finishing historically hasn't been good, this season has been a lot better. So Diaz runs through and ball hits off his midriff and goes in the back of the net, dribbles in. Excellent. Assist from Salah, goal from Diaz. Not long after, Salah gets a penalty. Again, Diaz running through. Clever, but listen, there was contact and another penalty, and Salah again, man of all seasons, and just keeps on scoring. And I felt in that game that we generally were in control. We were respectful of Wolves and the tools that they had, but you kind of felt that we had nothing to fear unless we took our foot off the pedal. And then that's what started to happen. End of the half, second half, we just seemed to get relaxed and just not have the same energy and the same commitment. And, so, and you could see it. And all of a sudden, the wheels just seemed to be falling off. Um, Wolves are prodding and probing, not really creating a lot. And then obviously Kuna scores, and we're under pressure, and it feels like the game is starting to be the game's been a bit more difficult than it needs to be. And it was. And it was to the point where, if it wasn't for a great tackle from Kwanzaa, it would have been an equaliser. Great defending from Virgil all the way through the game as well. You know, good performances. Again, Maka was good. Sabozalai, I was happy. Sabozalai, how he played. Salah, I seem to keep seeing that Salah when he plays against Wolves, Nori, Nori seems to always have his number. Even if we win, it just seems that Nori seems to generally mark him out of the game. It just seems to be his kryptonite, I think. But look, he got an assist and a goal, but generally he wasn't in the game as much as I wanted to be. And let me correct myself because obviously Gakpo was injured. So Gakpo was not playing. It was actually obviously Díaz and Jota. So let me take that back. Gakpo wasn't playing, he's injured. And Jota, not great, but you can see he's getting fitter and fitter. Jota, great run in the second half. I don't understand why he tried to make the contact for the penalty. I don't get it. I felt he could have got past his man, sold him a dummy on a flying carpet, and then could have finished. But he tried to make contact. He got the penalty, VAR review, and rightfully listen. I thought he didn't initiate contact. So but it's good to see Jota getting fitter, getting fitter all the time. I would have liked seeing players like Chiesa come on. That'd have been good. I would like seeing Alvy Elliott. But listen, we made a game such that we couldn't do what we should have done, which is rest some players. Yeah, we could have been 3-0, 4-0 up. We've had opportunities, we didn't take them, and we made the game difficult. And it needed players like Endo to come on. So the last 10 minutes, one, give me a bit of fright with some of his tackles, which, I thought some of them was a bit silly and some of that referee was a bit unfair. And also then getting a great free kick when the player's going into our box. He got a free kick right in the dying embers of the game. And it's like, that is his qualities. That he comes on, he's a great squad player. He'll come on for you. He'll do a job. He'll try his best. He'll get some free kicks for you. He'll break up play. Quality lacking, yes. If you're looking at a team that's going to be going for Champions League and stuff like that, you do want to bet on De Gea. But in terms of that player and what he does for us, he definitely does a job. And he does it right with a lot of. I know. I kind of think we're looking at him like a bit of an urban legend. Like Origi. He's a player that any manager wants in their team. He doesn't knock on your door. He works hard in training, and if he comes on, he'll try his best for you. 100%, 100%. So look, man of the match of the game, I would have given that to Salah. I think Salah was the best player on the park. even though I'm very critical of how much he wasn't actually effective against Nori, but a goal and assist, listen, mate, that's in that kind of game, you got to give it to that guy. Then obviously now we look at the game against Aston Villa. So that game against Wolves brought us to 7 points ahead of Arsenal, and now we got Aston Villa Wednesday night. Oh, difficult game. These are the kind of games now, running in, I think, about 13 games left, I think, in the league. It will take us 10 points ahead of Arsenal. Game played. If we don't get it, then we start looking at ourselves and like, oh, God, we've gone to go 4 points ahead of Arsenal with a game in hand for them, blah, you know, that kind of thing. We should be able to get the result. Let's go for it. I really hope to see. And this is where I was going to talk about Robbo. Robbo. He's a worry for me. I love Robbo. I love him. He's a legend. He's no longer the warhorse, though. He's not. He's an old mare struggling to get round the meadow. Yeah? Sometimes he's rushing out defensively, never get the ball, and his players getting past him. His tackles seem very powered up off. He's given away rash tackles as well, rash fouls. He's also attacking-wise, he's not much impact, nothing. The problem is we don't really have the underlayer to take him off. I want to see Tsimikas playing, but Tsimikas, one way or another, isn't a warrior. I mean, attacking-wise, he's better, but defensively, he's even worse. So, you know, if I look at the starting lineup for this one, Alisson, obviously, I kind of think I'd want Tsimikas. Obviously, Virgil, never get a chance to rest. Virgil, poor guy. Konate, you know, ropey in against Wolves in terms of the yellow cards. Didn't think he should be sent off. Obviously, our manager made a decision to take him off to make sure, you know, we didn't lose him, and rightfully so. But hopefully, he'll have his head on for this game. And I think it's going to be Trent. But again, I'm worried because with the pace Villa have, I kind of feel I'd rather have Bradley. I just worry about Trent at the moment and his concentrations. This guy can switch off, and when he switches off, it's so dangerous defensively for us. But hopefully, he is a Trent that we do love attacking wise because we love when he does that. It makes a difference in the game. Now midfielders are tired. Gravenberg's tired, but I think we're just gonna have to get Gravenberg out there again. Gravenberg, Sabozalai, and McAllister. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's a change in there. Maybe a Jones comes on for someone, and maybe a McAllister plays a deeper role. But again, that's a danger in itself. Then obviously I would expect Gakpo is injured, so we're not going to see Gakpo. Salah, I would definitely expect. I feel Nunes will definitely start this time and maybe not Jota. And obviously Díaz on the left. And that'll be my starting lineup. And we really need the points in this game. And it's going to be a case of control possession but really be penetrative. We don't sit back, but do not try and play the ball around the back. It does worry me when we invite teams to come onto us because we're playing the balls between Robbo and Virgil, then Alisson and Virgil. It's just sometimes we can just get that ball directly. But again, it depends on the lone line block. It depends on how they set up in midfield. If they're screening the passes so that we can't play the ball through the lines into our midfielders who can then get the turn. And I can understand that. But sometimes I feel then, okay, if in doubt, let's play more angle passes. What the Virgil does really well to Salah, that kind of stuff. Let me know what you think. Let me know who your man of the match was for the game against Wolves. Let me know your starting lineup. Click on notifications, like and subscribe, and let's get us 3 points.